Hi, we are Llamateurs. We've just bought a drone to capture amazing views from above, and as you can see, it's going pretty well.
Also, we don't think the drone is supposed to bounce on the ground or end up upside down.
But let's go back to the previous day when we hiked up to fly over Moel Arthur. The footage wasn't very exciting, but we got exactly what we wanted. No wind and no people, just us, and the sunset we completely missed.
After flying, we celebrated the success of not crashing anywhere and headed back down to sleep in the car. We enjoyed every bit of walking in the dark, something we hadn't done in a long time.
Nice night.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, the weather could be a bit better, but this is the reality. So we are sunset chasers and sunrise chasers, and we are the best in it.
Yeah.
Maybe we will get inversion. But yeah, so we slept in the car and it was a peaceful night. So, oh look, it's quite, when you direct there, it's very bright. Wow. So it's 7:12 Sunday, and we're just waiting to get up and go to the mountains.
And that's what we did next. The plan was to head up to Penycloddiau on the opposite side of the Moel Arthur and see if the conditions would let us fly a bit more.
At first, we weren't impressed. Fog was everywhere, but we thought it's probably just morning mist.
We checked the weather. Temperature was fine, no wind, cloudy skies. But you know how forecasts are. You never really know if they will be right.
We were still sleepy, so everything was moving slowly, including our eyes and our bodies. But the more we hiked, the more we realized the fog wasn't going anywhere.
So we rewired our brains. Let's appreciate these incredible conditions and make a lot of moody videos. With a bit of Llamateurs craziness, of course.
At some point, it felt like we had walked straight into Narnia. There's nothing better than walking through trees in thick fog. You feel safe enough not to get lost because the path is clear, but at the same time your senses completely switch on. The smells, the tiny details, the texture of tree bark.
Penycloddiau rises to around 440 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest points in the Clwydian range. Its name, Penycloddiau, means Hill of the Trenches, a clue to what awaits at the summit. As you climb through Coed Llangwyfan, the landscape slowly changes. This broadleaf woodland is more than just a scenic walk. It's a natural gateway into the past.
The paths here follow ancient routes, now shared by modern walkers and long-distance trails like Offa Dyke's path. Coed Llangwyfan is rich in wildlife and seasonal color, but it also frames the hill fort above, protecting it just as it has for centuries. The forest's modern entrances and stonework subtly echo the ancient structures higher up, linking past and present into one landscape.
As we followed the path, we met some friends. In dense fog, their silhouettes looked a bit different, which only added to the moody atmosphere of the day.
Along the way, I spotted a false summit and immediately climbed it. Emilia the Conqueror. Remember that name for the future.
At the top of Penycloddiau lies one of the largest Iron Age hillforts in Wales. The summit is encircled by massive earthworks, multiple ramparts and deep ditches built over 2000 years ago.
This wasn't just a defensive site. Archaeologists believe it was once a thriving settlement with round houses, gatherings and everyday life unfolding behind these walls. What makes Penycloddiau even more remarkable is that its story goes back even farther, to the Bronze Age, around 4000 years ago, possibly used for rituals and ceremonial purposes. Every ridge and hollow here carries marks left by those who came before.
And this is where our little drone drama unfolded. While trying to land, the drone suddenly started behaving uncontrollably and hit a rock. Technology.
We grabbed our stuff and started descending. Then we realized we hadn't talked much in this video, so we started recording without microphones, like true professional filmmakers. So, I didn't know what
she was like, are we talking something? We should have microphones.
Forgot. No, okay, we can't do everything. It's just too much.
So probably it's not the best sound. But
we'll be comparing to the other one.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going down to the car and it's the end of our story today.
Yeah. So bye.
Bye.
The descent ended up being way longer than we expected. Not because the trail was difficult or confusing, but because we literally stopped every minute. Right from the start, everything was covered in tiny droplets, grass, leaves, spiderwebs. It was one of those moments where you stop and realize how different the place looks just because of the weather. The hills felt completely transformed. Every few steps, something new caught our attention, so we'd stop again and again. The fog made everything feel really quiet, like someone had turned the volume down on the world. No wind, no distant noise, just us, our footsteps, and the occasional laugh when we realized we'd stopped again. Even a snail said hello. We started focusing more and more on the small stuff. Droplets, plants, mushrooms everywhere. Tiny ones, weird ones, colorful ones, popping up all along the way. It felt like the ground itself was busy while everything else stood still. And if you've ever walked the Clwydian Hills on a foggy morning, you might have noticed something strange. The ground looks like it's covered in frost, but it isn't. What you're seeing are thousands of spider webs, all revealed at once. In late summer and autumn, spider numbers peak. They build webs low across grass, heather and gorse, especially on open hills like the Clwydians. Most of the time, those webs are invisible, but fog changes everything. Tiny water droplets cling to the silk, lighting it up like silver thread. Suddenly, the hills look woven together. Calm weather lets the webs survive overnight, and young spiders even travel by wind, a process called ballooning, spreading silk across the landscape. So it's not frost, it's not pollution, and it's definitely not supernatural. Just spiders, fog, and the perfect conditions, turning the Clwydian Hills into something truly magical. By the way, have we mentioned mushrooms? With every step, it got even more colorful. We were so happy just stepping around in this truly magical spectacle. Just look at this joy. Before we reached the car, we passed this little cliff right next to the path, and it kind of stands out in the otherwise soft, grassy landscape. What we are seeing is solid bedrock exposed after millions of years of erosion. This area of Clwydian Range was once covered by ancient seas, and layers of sediment slowly turned into rock. Over time, wind, rain, frost, and even ice wore away the softer material around it. The harder rock stayed put. Paths often run past places like this because the ground changes naturally around exposed rock. Even the tiniest features here have a seriously long story behind them. And that's it, guys. We finally made it back to the car. What was supposed to be a very short walk somehow turned into almost half a day. But honestly, we wouldn't change a single thing. Days like this are a good reminder to slow down a bit, to stop rushing from point A to point B and actually notice what's around us. So if you ever find yourself out here and things don't go exactly as expected, just go with it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!